I'm Christy Qualkenbush, and I'm here to talk to you today about polio, the disease, and how to prevent it. So we're going to define polio first. Polio, or also known as poliomyelitis, is a disabling and life-threatening disease that's caused by the polio virus. The virus spreads person to person, so it can infect a person's spinal cord, causing paralysis, which means that you can't move arms or legs, depending on where the paralysis is. Poliovirus is the causative agent of polio, again, also known as poliomyelitis. It is a serotype of the species Enterovirus C in the family of Picornaviridae. Poliovirus is composed of an RNA genome, and it has a protein capsid. The genome is single-stranded, positive sense RNA genome that is about 7,500 nucleotides long. The virus particle itself is about 30 nanometers in diameter. It has an icosahedral or 20-sided symmetry. Because of this short genome and the simple composition, only RNA and a non-enveloped icosahedral protein coat that encapsulates it, polio is widely regarded as the simplest significant virus. The discovery of polio was first isolated in 1909 by Carl Landsteiner and Erwin Popper. And this is a TEM micrograph of poliovirus virions. I found this very interesting. I don't know if you can see 4 of them here. Those are the virions. So symptoms of polio, they actually range quite a bit, and I found this to be very interesting, and I did not even know this, that most people who get infected with poliovirus, about 72 out of 100, so that's 72%, do not even have any visible symptoms, none. So about 1 in 4 people, looking at, a very small population again here, with poliovirus infection, will have flu-like symptoms. And those include the sore throat, fever, tiredness, nausea, headache, stomach pain. And these symptoms usually last 2 to 5 days and then go away completely on their own. A smaller proportion of people with poliovirus infection will develop other more serious symptoms that affect the brain and the spinal cord. So we're talking about paresthesia, the feeling of pins and needles in the legs. Meningitis, that is an infection of the covering of the spinal cord and or brain. And that occurs in about 1 of 25 people with the poliovirus infection. So you're looking at about 4% of people that get this have meningitis. They also can have paralysis, again, not being able to move parts of the body. You can have weakness in the arms, legs, or both. And that occurs in about 1 of 200 people with a poliovirus infection. So most of us know that there is a polio vaccine, and polio can be completely prevented with this with this vaccine. It's an inactivated polio vaccine called IPV. It is the only polio vaccine that has been given here in the United States since the year 2000. It is given by a shot in the arm, the leg, depending on the age and the size of the muscles of the person. Oral polio vaccine, or OPV, used to be given here, and it is still given in some other countries. The CDC recommends that children get the polio virus in 4 doses, and that's at these following ages: the age of 2 months, 4 months, sometime between 6 and 18 months, and then again at age 4 through 6. And almost all children, 99%, 99 out of 100 children who get the recommended doses of the polio vaccine will be safely protected from polio. The first polio vaccine, it was available in the U.S. in 1955. And thanks to that widespread polio vaccine, the United States has been polio-free since 1979. So that's very significant. But, however, the poliovirus is still a threat in some other countries. So there is always a chance of a traveler bringing that back into our country. For us going to other countries, people, we travel a lot. So we can bring things back and forth. So it's very important in order for us to maintain that immunity or that protection from the polio virus in the United States that we continue that vaccination program. So I hope that this has brought you a little bit of information about polio. It actually gave me some knowledge and things that I didn't know. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you very much for watching.